Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and I cannot believe my luck. I actually found yarn at ALDI. So I'm bringing you my first ever ALDI yarn haul. Now today is Saturday the 3rd of May 2025. If you live in Australia, find yourself an ALDI if you really want to try this yarn, because in the past I have only ever seen the bulky weight yarn and it's never really appealed to me. Now, every time I go into the shops, I always try to visit an ALDI if it's in one of the shopping centres that I visit. And I do have 4 surrounding me, all about 10 to 15 minutes drive away. And the one I happened to go into today, because I wanted to go into a shopping centre with a Kmart, that's another story. I could not believe my luck. Even though there wasn't much yarn, you can see from here I've got the chenille type yarn, and in here I've got the DK weight yarn. And I am going to let you know how much I bought, how much it was for. I cannot believe the price of this yarn. I know everybody raves about it, but I'm very proud of myself because I am going to say this. The old Litza would have driven to the other 3 ALDIs to try to find as much of this yarn as I could. But the new Litza is so very satisfied with the amount that I found, the colours that I put together, and I'm hoping to create something beautiful with them. I didn't actually buy all of the yarn, but I did take some photos for you. So let me talk you through the yarns that I didn't buy first, and then we'll go through the ones that I did buy, and I'll give you my final tally. So there were sort of like an area for the yarn isn't very big, usually in our ALDIs, I guess, or what I've seen today. So there's sort of like little sections where you can fit, you know, a depth of about 2 or 3 balls, depending on how thick they are. And they're all quite uniform. And there was one for the chunky yarn, and that was the one that was the most full. I did see some people looking at it only because the other yarn had pretty much disappeared. I didn't like that yarn. It didn't appeal to me, although I love chunky yarn. It was made of like the fibre. The acrylic was that fluffy one, and I can't handle all the fluffs everywhere. So I didn't even contemplate going to that one, although I did look at it. Now, next to it was the this baby yarn here, and we'll talk about that in a minute, which is the chenille type yarn. And that one was nearly all gone. But the amazing thing was that I imagine when it was full first thing this morning, because I went after 1:30, 2 o'clock today, there were solid colours and also the stripy yarn. It looked amazing what was left, and I took the colours that I thought that I could put together. So there wasn't very much left when I actually finished looking for what I wanted. Next to that were the cake yarns. Now, they did look very nice, the colours. They were very, very small. I didn't look at how many grams, but they looked like they were quite compact. So I'm guessing around 100 grams. But they had a component, like they had wool in them. I think it was about 20% wool and 80% acrylic. And when I felt them just from the outside, they already felt scratchy. And I thought, as you know, nice as they look, they did not feel nice. So I thought they are not coming home with me. And then next to that was the DK weight or 8-ply yarn. And let me tell you, this yarn is buttery soft. When you squish it in your hands, it's just beautiful. So that's what was available today. And next to that, there were some notions and things like that I have been able to buy in the past, you know, like crocheting a needle, crochet hooks, needles, scissors, and things like that. But I didn't even think about those because I definitely did not need any. So let me show you the yarn. And oh my gosh, guys, it is amazing. So I have my little receipt here. And in total, I did buy 46 balls. So let's look at the DK or 8-ply yarn, which is acrylic. And let me show you the colours that I bought, because I'm thinking of putting together some blankets. So I tried, I'm hoping, fingers and toes crossed, that I got enough. No matter what it is, I'm going to have to make it work. So the brand of the ALDI yarn is called Creative Place. You can see that there. So all of the yarn that I saw today had that, you know, label on it. And of course, you know, it varied depending on what the consistency was. So this beautiful, beautiful DK weight yarn here, honestly, guys, it is so soft. If you can manage to get some of this yarn, it would be awesome. So this one here is called Mustard, and I did buy 4 of these. So I'll show you the ones that I'm putting together to make a blanket, which I hope will work. So that was the 4 of the mustard. And then in this other bag here, because I have 2 bags, and this washing basket full. So then there's this beautiful deep color here. It's called deep red, but it's like a beautiful wine color. Now the stats on this yarn is that it's 100% acrylic. It's 250 meters and 100 gram balls. It does recommend you use a 4mm hook. And it does say that it has a pattern in here for a scarf, I believe. So there's this one here, the deep red. I did buy 4 of those as well. Pardon the bag in the background. And then there's 4 of those. Oh my gosh, it's actually deeper than that because the sun's shining through here now. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Beautiful time of the day. And today the sun's come out, guys. Okay, and then I found this beautiful cream color here. I got 2 balls and 1 without a ball band, but it is a complete ball, and that's absolutely fine by me. So I'm going to pop that bag on the floor so it doesn't make any more noise, and I'll show you the 3 colors that I hope work together. So that's them there. So that in total that was 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 balls there. But I did buy some more DK weight yarn, and that's all here in this ALDI bag. This bag's getting a little bit old. It's one of the original ALDI bags. So I managed to get some white. Oh, so buttery soft. And I did get 4 of these. So I try to get 4 of each colour, except for that cream because I couldn't find it. So there's 4 of the white. Let's pop them over here out of the way. I'll just keep one to show you. Now this has a beautiful blue theme, this one. Now this one is called Light Blue from memory. Yes, and I did manage to get 4 of those. There was also like a pink version of this, so a pale pink. And from memory, I think that was the only, oh, and a green, like a beautiful grass green, a spring green. It was absolutely beautiful, but I didn't need those, so I left them for somebody else. And then look at this beautiful blue here. And this is actually just called blue. And I did get 4 of these as well. So let's pop that bag on the floor. We don't need that now. So that's another 4, 8, 12 balls there. And this is the colours that I'll put together. I love those colours together. So let's pop those to the side for now because we don't need them. And look, I'll show you the thickness of this. I think it is a true DK or a 8-ply yarn. I should have got one of my Marvel yarns, but I don't have one handy to compare. But it is a beautiful soft yarn, guys. So now let's get on to what they call baby yarn. So let me show you here. There it is there. Same brand. And there it is there, baby yarn. Now this is, it's actually quite soft. I haven't worked with it, obviously. And that's the thickness of it. I think that this one also recommends 4mm hook. Let me have a look, or a 5. I didn't look at that. So it says here, whoops. Oh, it actually recommends a 6mm crochet hook. I like that they write crochet hooks on these. So these I also got 23. So let's start off with the stripy yarns. Now this one here is called Stripe Pink. So these ones here. And you'll see when I show you all the solid colours, they actually match up really nice. So I've got 3 of these. It's so pretty. Look at those colours. So there's pinks, purples, oranges, tangerines in there. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to start using them. Now this is called Stripe Rainbow, and it's like a pastel rainbow, and I was lucky enough to get 4 of these. So look at all those colors, guys. Oh my gosh, such a beautiful, like, I love that they call it baby yarn. Now this would obviously be great for plushies, or I'm going to try to see if it's soft enough for a blanket. And then I managed to get one of this one here, which they're calling teal, but it's like a mint green, but they're calling it teal. I only found 1 of those, and I found 2 of these ones, which they're calling blue, and it is a blue. It's like a light, see the difference between this one and this one? Very, very pretty. Then I got 3 of the yellow. Their names aren't anything fancy, but let me tell you, I don't want to be paying for a fancy name. So there's yellow. And then we have this one here they're calling orange, but to me it's more like an apricot color, but that's okay. It's beautiful. And there are 1, 2, 3, oops, I'm dropping them, guys. 5 of these. Oh, I can't. Yes, there we go. 5 of those. And I believe there's 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 white in the bottom of this little basket here. Again, they feel soft to the touch. Now, I've been very, very lucky in the past because I have watched some of our other yarny friends, both here and overseas, showing us their yarn haul, and some have even shown us how to use, like, what the yarn is, how it feels, I should say. But there's nothing like feeling it for yourself and experiencing it for yourself. And the wonderful thing is, guys, that for 46 balls of yarn, 46 balls of yarn, at $1.99 each. That's Sydney, that's Australian dollars, $1.99. I ended up paying $91.54. And I'm surrounded by yarny goodness, guys. I am so happy that I finally managed to buy some of the amazing ALDI yarn that we've been hearing about. So I am not sad at all that I actually found some today, and I'm very happy that I could share it with you. So if the ALDI yarn is something that you've wanted to try, now is a great opportunity. Let me tell you, even if you buy one ball for $1.99 of this DK weight yarn, and DK weight or 8-ply yarn is not my go-to, but in saying that, at $1.99, I'm more than happy to buy some. And yes, I do have some marble yarn, but it doesn't feel this soft, the marble yarn. So imagine when you wash this, it might even wash up even softer. So now I have the fun task of putting all of these colors together and making something gorgeous from them. This gives me very much Grecian or Greek styles, this one. We'll see what we make from it. So I'm hoping to be able to start some projects very, very soon. The one that I really want to try, sorry guys, the light in here is just crazy at the moment, is to see what this is going to feel like when I crochet something together. I might try to use a bigger hook to get a bigger drape, but in saying that, it depends on the stitch. Anyway, I need to experiment because I don't want to just make plushies with it, but I might, you know, be able to make maybe a nice blanket with a little plushie to go with it. This is me just now, you know, thinking out loud. So thank you for indulging me once again. So that's it for today. I'm so excited to get started, but first I need to pack it away because in here there is a bit of a yarn explosion. So I hope you all have a beautiful weekend, and until I see you all very, very soon, take care everyone. Bye bye for now.